Hello Sagittarius, welcome to your mid-April new moon in Aries oracle and tarot reading. My name is Tessa. You are watching my channel. Oh my goodness, welcome to the new tarot setup, YouTube setup. It's still daytime, so you can't really see the flashing color lights above me as much, but maybe next time. Yeah, but like I kind of have like a little color vibe going on. There was like this piece of furniture over here that I sold on Craigslist that I didn't need anymore. When I got back from vacation, I'm like, okay, it's time to cleanse my space. It's time to get rid of stuff. It's time to do some spring cleaning. I got rid of like half of my books. Well, at least I'm trying to get rid of half of my books. They're still in bags over here, but I always felt really sentimental about my books, and it didn't seem, and I like was holding on to them for such a long time, and because I didn't want to get rid of them, and then I was like, no, we need to get rid of things, because I'm kind of on this, I'm going down this new path where I'm trying to be minimalistic, and I'm trying to live a more, like, because I feel like the less stuff I have, the more peaceful I am, the more stress-free I am. So I'm kind of like going down that road of, you know, not overdoing it and not having too many things, especially things that I don't use, right? So that's kind of the journey I'm on right now. So I'm still a very creative person, and I love getting involved in projects and doing things, creative things around the house. So I still definitely have a certain kind of vibe and aesthetic that I enjoy. You could probably see a little bit of it. And I keep looking at my computer screen because the setup is different. So my webcam is over there now. So I have to get used to looking at the webcam without being able to see myself on the computer screen, because I would have the webcam on top of my computer. I might have to look over sometimes, though, if you see me looking at my computer, because sometimes my computer does funny things and stuff starts to pop up or it freezes, and then I have to move the mouse. So I'm sorry. But today was kind of a long day. I woke up really early to go to the bank, and then I did a little bit of shopping for me and my grandmother for summer. And then I got home and I like passed out. I took a nap. I was really tired. And then I just went to the little market store and I bought myself a Red Bull. I used to be addicted to Red Bull when I was working on the cruise boats. I was like hooked on Red Bull. And then I started getting really bad headaches. And I was like, okay, because I was so addicted to sugar, because Red Bull has a lot of sugar in it. And then I stopped drinking Red Bull because I was getting really bad headaches. So now I'll like have one every once in a while, you know, nothing crazy. Okay, let's see, what else can I tell you, Saggy? Are you guys feeling Aries season? Because I'm feeling Aries season. I'm a Sagittarius, and other fire seasons are like really you know, exciting to me. I get very inspired, and I don't know, like I just get really excited, and Aries season has been really fun so far. Like I just kind of, I don't know, like I think Pisces season cleansed me really, really well. You know, whatever emotional baggage you're holding on to, because Pisces season closes out the zodiacal cycle, right, of the year. It's not December, it's actually March. Pisces season that wraps up the previous cycle and anything that you were holding on to, and it just kind of like flushes it out of you. So I don't know how your Pisces season was, but I feel like I was definitely able to kind of release a lot of tension and baggage and whatever. And like a few days ago, I had myself a really good cry in my bed, and I felt so much better. And then Aries season has been just very like uplifting for me. What about you guys? And now we have a new moon in Aries. And Aries season is all about, you know, the self, doing things for you, you know, doing what makes you feel good, like starting new projects, creativity, passion, like what are you passionate about? Like what makes you feel good? What makes you feel like purposeful, right? So we're going to pull some Oracle and Tarot cards. We're going to see what this new moon in Aries is all about for you guys. I'm using the Queen of the Moon Oracle, and I'm going to be using Deviant Moon Tarot. If you're new to my channel, I do spiritual guidance. I do personal tarot readings as well. I also do birth chart analysis. You can email me if you're interested in either. All the information is down below. You can go follow me on Insta. I'm on Instagram a lot. Yeah, everything I'm going to just post down below. So if you want to kind of hang out with me and see what I'm up to. All right, let's pull some cards and see what we got going on here. For Sagittarius, what is this new moon in Aries bringing out for you? What is this new moon in Aries bringing out for you? Okay. Let's see. We have discernment. Okay. So you're needing to take a look at something a little bit closer. You're needing to take a look at a situation a little bit closer and kind of like, you don't maybe have all the information quite yet. Okay, it's kind of like, discernment is kind of like categorizing things, like kind of like figuring out what fits where in your life, taking a closer things at the different things that you have going on in your life and kind of figuring out like how to keep everything balanced, like what fits where, what goes where, and also maybe if there are parts of your life that are a little bit more unbalanced, you know, taking a closer look at like why that's unbalanced. For instance, like you can have your home life perfectly fine, but maybe there's some imbalance in your social circle or with like a relationship that you're dealing with. Okay, we have power. Okay, Sagittarius, so you are getting back into your power this month, okay? So this new moon in Aries is going to be like really potent and really important in terms of empowering yourself again. So there could have been a situation that you have just dealt with recently that made you kind of like re-question and rethink some things. And maybe like you're realizing and figuring out that you really need to just be focusing on yourself right now and empowering yourself and bringing yourself back into a place where you feel empowered and where you feel good about what you're doing. Because maybe there is a specific situation in your life that is making you question yourself as well. It could be a little confusing, like especially like you can see this girl with the cloud going through her head and she can't really like see, like there's like a smoke screen, right? So if you are dealing with a certain relationship or maybe with a specific connection, there could be like a smoke screen and it could be a little cloudy for you right now and you can't really seem to like see through the clouds. You can't see through the fantasy. You can't see through the like illusion. Like it could be a really beautiful illusion, but there's something that we're not completely seeing, okay? And it's making you feel unsure. And something like that can definitely make you feel unsure of yourself, not just the other person, but unsure of yourself, your own motives, your own, like what it is you're actually looking for. It can start to kind of like confuse you and you don't know if like this person is like manipulating you or if you're also part of this like smoke screen of self-deception. So it's just a little confusing right now. So it's kind of like realizing that it's time to just focus on yourself, because the more you get in line with you, the more all of that is going to start clearing itself out and you'll be able to see the straight and narrow much better boundaries. Yeah. Okay, this is going to be really, really important. So if in the past, like, because Sagittarius energy, with it being mutable fire, all the mutable signs are pretty much like this, but they don't really have boundaries the way that other signs do. Mutable signs, they don't really have boundaries, okay? They want to break boundaries, and especially with Sagittarius energy, like you want to break boundaries. So that could be a big part of why it's so easy for you to kind of like get lost in this illusion, is because like you do like to break boundaries, but you could also find yourself in maybe like some reckless and destructive situations because you don't set boundaries for yourself. You don't, you maybe like you want to move so quickly and you want to move so fast in a certain direction and you don't set boundaries. You don't really see how that could be destructive to you or to the other person or to the relationship. So this is going to be this, so this month of empowerment, this new moon of empowerment, it's really going to be about like learning about yourself and what your boundaries are and how to set healthy boundaries, but still like be you, you know, still be that fiery, passionate, creative Sagittarius, but still like set healthy boundaries in terms of like what it is you really want in your life and the direction that you're headed, and to just like, and to walk within those boundaries in order to keep yourself going in that direction. So that looks like the biggest theme over here. And I feel like this whole thing with the boundaries is going to be really, really big and really, really important. Okay, for you. It's going to be really healthy for you too. Okay, it's going to be really, really healthy. And I feel like it's going to be such a good learning experience. Not just good, but like refreshing. I feel like it's going to refresh you, it's going to rejuvenate you, it's going to make you see so much more clearly, and it's going to keep you focused, and it's just going to make you see clearly like where you're going, like what you'll put up with, what you won't. But not even just from the other person, but like kind of like from yourself too. You know, like not putting yourself in situations where you end up getting hurt, and then you kind of realize that you might have done it to yourself too a little bit. Because you like rush things, for example, or because you didn't set boundaries. You know, I know that you have a really big heart and you just want to like give love constantly, but you probably have learned in past situations that like when you open your heart up so much and when you give so much love and you don't receive it in return, you just end up hurting yourself, right? Because you are not setting boundaries, okay? So when you become so open, when you like open your heart, you know, to people and you don't receive that same kind of love and affection in return, you start to understand that that hurts you and that it kind of ends up destroying you long term. And that's when you have to learn to set better boundaries for yourself, you know, because you know what you deserve, you know how much you are willing to give, and you don't want to give it to the wrong people, right? Okay, so this doesn't necessarily have to be in regards to a relationship, but it could definitely have to do with a specific connection that you're dealing with. So it could be like a love connection. It can be friendship, it can be family members. Sometimes family members, you know, like they can really test our patience as well. So getting back into your power with that. All right, so let's pull some tarot cards. Maybe we'll get some more information as far as exactly what or who. Okay, I am using Deviant Moon Tarot. I'm really liking that boundaries card. I guess just as a Sagittarius myself, I'm like, yeah, that sounds about right. Like, yeah, boundaries are good, and I'm learning that myself. I'm learning how healthy boundaries are for me because I'm just like, I have no boundaries. It could also have to do with like the filter of your words, you know, because Sagittariuses don't really have boundaries when it comes to the things they say. So, you know, it could be a lesson on that as well. You know, learning your boundaries as far as, you know, your truth and your outspokenness. All right. What is this? What are these boundaries? What else do we want to see for Sagittarius, for Moon and Aries? So we have Ace of Cups. Ooh, okay, so this does have to do with love, okay? It could be, so a new beginning and some kind of connection. So you probably have a connection in your life that you feel like you feel very strong kind of attraction to this person. Like you do feel love for them. There's a lot of love. And it does look like there's a new beginning. It could have been like a new beginning has already started. A beginning in love has already began, and this beginning in love is very loving. It is very powerful. It is very strong, and it's making you question. It's starting to make you question yourself. Like, are you just looking through rose-colored glasses? Like, is it too good to be true? Because it could feel really good. Okay. Yeah, we have the Nine of Swords. Mars and Gemini, so just having some anxiety about it, overthinking things in regards to what is this person thinking, what is he feeling, because you're probably feeling a lot, you're probably going through a lot, and this is where you kind of have to come back around full circle and find the power within yourself and allow yourself to work through these things and discover what your boundaries are, because you can probably just dive into all these feelings and all this stuff that you're feeling, and it sucks when you don't really know what the other person is thinking. It sucks when you're feeling confused and you in your head is going one way and you don't really know where the other person is going. Queen of Cups, Cancer energy. Wow, yeah, so you really want to give your love to this person, okay? You feel a lot of affection, compassion, your emotions are really running deep. I also kind of see this as you giving love to yourself, because this Nine of Swords, anxiety kind of energy, this is also maybe sometimes you have sleepless nights, but just overthinking things but wanting to take care of yourself first, okay? So the Queen of Cups energy is kind of facing this Nine of Swords energy, and it's kind of using all this power that you have within you to love and to give it and nurture it to yourself, because this other individual maybe just isn't around as much, and you're going through it. This could also be the other individual who is experiencing some anxiety as well when it comes to this connection, and he or she is just not opening up about it. You're kind of just keeping your feelings guarded, keeping things in. But I do see this kind of nurturing energy as a sort of self-love, self-empowerment, allowing this new beginning in love and the love that you feel to heal, to allow it to heal yourself. Two of Pentacles, Jupiter in Capricorn, juggling, boundaries. Yeah, so this really does talk about boundaries. So it is about, because when you have the Two of Pentacles like this, you're kind of you're trying to balance out things that are really important to you. However, there is one thing that's kind of more important, and you feel a little bit more in the zone with that already. For example, your job, your career, a project, a business, a work. So you could be doing this regularly on a daily basis already. And so it's kind of okay, so this belly dancer, she's moving, right? She's already moving, she's already dancing, and she's naturally already in her element, but she's looking over her shoulder. So it's while you are doing one thing, maybe your mind is somewhere else. Maybe your mind is thinking about this connection or this other situation. So it's you're juggling. It's even though you're in the flow, you're within your own element and your own inspiration and doing whatever it is you're doing in regards to work and your career. You're kind of juggling in the sense that your mind is elsewhere. You're juggling your thoughts, your emotions, your feelings, and just kind of trying to, work through the things that are going on in your head while you are going through your day-to-day life, right? The Devil. Okay, so Sagittarius. So there is some devil energy attached over here, and I don't know. This could be the other person, but I'm not really getting the feeling that this is the other person. I'm getting this more as an energy. Like there is a devil energy that is present between you and this connection that you're dealing with, okay? And that can have a lot to do with, like sex or addiction. It can have a lot to do with the fact that maybe the reason why you are attracted to this person is clouding your judgment. It's confusing you because it's like maybe a physical attraction or a sexual attraction. It could feel maybe also like an addiction, like being addicted to emotional satisfaction and the feeling of like having somebody around, like, or in your bed or something like that. So you just have to be careful with that because that is the devil, okay? The devil is, he will create the smoke screen. He will make you think one thing when it's not really true. So you kind of just like have to be careful. And I kind of feel like this is sort of clear as day, saying that, maybe just this is a connection that you really want to explore, and you guys have already went down the road of like sex and stuff like that, but it is a connection you want to explore. You might just have to try and approach it from a different angle, and see how the connection flourishes without the fun stuff, because the devil is here to throw everything a little off kilter, and like he's more about having fun and just getting you hooked on the things that are going to destroy you in the end. So you just kind of have to be careful with that. And then we have the Nine of Pentacles, which is Nine of Pentacles is Venus in Virgo, okay, Miss Independent. So just kind of like getting back into your independence, taking care of your business, enjoying the beautiful things. I was thinking like, use your independent spirit to maybe like approach the connection from a more like playful attitude, like offer to go out on a date or offer to, go do something together, kind of like go walk around town. If where you live, it's getting nicer outside and the weather is getting nicer, definitely like, just go for a walk, go to a bar together, get dressed up all cute and just kind of like go for, be that independent, creative, natural individual that you are, and like really show your personality and really show who you are. Maybe this individual hasn't seen that side of you yet. They haven't really seen that creative side of you yet. Knight of Pentacles is also Virgo. Okay, so this is a very slow, steady moving energy, but still has that underlying energy of fire. All knights do have the underlying energy of fire. So it's a little bit slower moving, but this is someone who's very strategic. They really know what they want. I am kind of sort of getting a vibe of maybe this is your connection. This is the person that you're connecting with. And, he is looking for something more long-term, but he's probably moving a whole lot slower, okay? He moves very slow, and he's very meticulous and very strategic and just wants to make sure that, everything is gonna go according to his plan. So this could be an energy that maybe, like, it's hard for you to, like, match up with because you would like to move a lot quicker. You are on your feet and he's just like strolling around in his wheelchair. So, so just kind of like something to be aware of. This individual is probably very, very slow moving. The Star card. These cards are so beautiful. I love these cards so much. So healing, hope for the future. This is all about hope. This is all about having faith, okay? It's all about having faith. And I also feel like this connection that you are dealing with, this is also an individual who has a lot of hope, has a lot of faith. He or she, they have their own dreams and you have your own dreams. And it's like, you know, both of you are just kind of like going according to whatever you are hoping and dreaming for. You might not share it, but both of you are like being guided. So I really feel like the universe is kind of like wants to help this connection. Okay. I really feel like the universe wants to help this connection. Okay. So let's see. Bottom. We're going to pull 3 more oracle cards. We have acceptance. So don't, like, this acceptance card is all about like accepting things. Like, don't force things, don't push things. Learn to like accept people as like, learn to take in what people give you. Learn to accept what people show of who they are. Learn to accept who they are and who they show themselves as, and it's going to help you grow as an individual. If you don't force things, if you're not like constantly expecting things from others, it's going to help you grow as an individual when you just learn to accept the information that you are taking in and what you are hearing and what people give you, because people will tell you so much about who they are, how they think, what they want out of life. They will tell all of that to you. They will show it to you. Even if they don't talk a lot, even if they are very quiet individuals, it still kind of shows you what kind of person they are, you know? And you can't really force people to be something that they're not, okay? So that's definitely going to help you grow in the sense that you're going to start to understand what what you can handle, what you can't handle, and then patience. Okay, so yeah, require you to have patience. So if this is a connection that you are really wanting to explore further, this is the advice for you, is to accept. It's going to help growth and to be very patient, okay? So Sagittarius, this is your reading for mid-April, new moon in Aries. I really hope this helped for you. Let me know, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you next time. Bye.